You're telling me you suffering from a cold? Where are you getting a cold from? July is finishing.
When you have two little ones that go to school,
Yeah.
trust me, you can't avoid a cold. The girl is the oldest,
Okay.
and then my son is the last one.
Oh yeah, there's that balance right there.
Last one, not
That's
Both my kids are born in November, which means I need babies in February.
pretty much. What did you get into the industry promising every person that was going to be your client?
I promised them, number one, affordability. Number two, a strategy. Someday, just somebody comes up from nowhere and says, let's do a flyer that says this. That's not our
don't
job.
we know about it?
A lot of people think branding is a logo. So people come and say, hi, we're a new company. We want to build our brand. Just whip a logo for us. And then there's these people that are whipping up logos for you for $200. And then
$200. Gab City, B-Dub, Africa, the rest of the world. What's going on? And welcome to another episode of The Juice 2.0. Thank you so very much. I am thrilled that you would join us on this amazing episode. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided for the privilege and the gift of your time, you're going to share it with TKay and his guests. And for that, bottom of my heart, man, I'm so grateful. Returning subscriber, you're just amazing. And in case you haven't subscribed, this is what you need to do. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Juice 2.0. And hey, nowadays we're actually a network with the Remarkable and other podcasts that are coming. So you do not want to miss all these amazing things that are happening and coming out of the blue, the black, and the white. That's that B-Dub. So do the right thing. Today we're coming to you all the way from Hotel 430. And man, I'm talking luxury, I'm talking 5-star, I'm talking CBD, I'm talking new things. So a very big, huge appreciation going out to Hotel 430 for housing us and giving us the venue sponsorship for this episode and possibly so many more episodes to come. So just be on the lookout. Speaking of Hotel 430, they've got amazing things that are coming. Shh, just keep your ears on the ground. You're going to find out in a few days some amazing, really incredible things coming out from Hotel 430. Well, today's guest, just like every other guest on the Juice 2.0, special, incredible. One of the leading voices in marketing right now, not just marketing, branding, communications, PR, digital marketing, all the works. She used to work with Inc. That's a technology company called Inc. And she used to have about 7 or 8 countries report to her as the head of marketing. And right after that, she decided, you know what? There's a lot of businesses that need help as far as marketing is concerned. B-Dub and African businesses that need growth, but more importantly, growth and being able to go to market. And who better to come over here for a conversation on the Juice 2.0 for an hour and a half and talk about family, talk about kids, marriage, business, women leadership, empowerment, and all these things. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome to the podcast. And it's been a long time coming. I think a year and a year and a half. And I'm just really grateful that she's here now. Please help me welcome very warmly Neo Gaofiwe.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? It's been a year.
Just a year?
Just 1 year.
Not a year and a half?
No,
Okay.
1 year.
Who is counting, right? Thanks for coming. I think when I reached out again some 2 weeks ago, I thought it was probably going to take another month or so before you see my message. Because I reached out to you on LinkedIn,
yeah.
right? Because I figure that's the more appropriate way to reach out to people. If you don't have people's numbers nowadays, it's more formal that way to reach out on LinkedIn. That way it's more credible, you know? So when I did that and you responded, I was like, whoa, this might actually happen. Right.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I hardly check my DMs on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because they're all crowded with inappropriate people saying inappropriate. So LinkedIn is much better when you want to check out people who want to do business, who want to talk about your career, and yeah.
So the first time that I reached out to you, which is a year ago, what did you think of the initial idea to have you on the Juice 2.0 and possibly speak about whether or not you had known the Juice 2.0 at that time?
I checked you out the day that you reached
I
out.
reached out.
And then that's when I got hooked to watching your episodes.
Yeah.
But generally, a lot of people won't actually believe it I shy away from the limelight. I'm
Really?
used to being in the background. I'm used to being the person who facilitates my clients to be here with you.
Right,
Not
right.
me,
Not you in the...
personally. So maybe it took a long time because I was like, you know what? Do I really want to go up there and be seen by the whole world?
Right, right.
Or should I maybe talk to him to maybe get one of my clients to come and talk about that product? So
right.
that's what I lobby a lot for my clients to come and have something like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful that you finally decided to come. Actually, to your point, I saw somewhere you say that you don't think you look good in front of the camera and you should just stay behind the camera. I didn't think that was true.
Well, because it's my job for literally close to two decades now.
Okay.
I've always been the girl who's always behind
the scenes, scenes,
making sure that I facilitate people in front of the camera on TV, radio, or wherever because of my job. Yeah.
Wow. I'm just glad that you're here because there's so much to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this conversation is definitely going to delve into marketing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to delve into branding, PR, digital marketing, everything that you do. I just really want to know your why before we get into it, and how business is going because the landscape is the landscape, the environment is the environment. You have had almost a year or two of business.
2 years.
2 years now.
2 years in July.
Yeah, I imagine. Oh, congrats!
Thank you.
I imagine you've amassed a lot of knowledge and with that some experience as well, good, bad, and ugly. But let's just find out how you've been. You're telling me you're suffering from a cold. Where are you getting a cold from? July is finishing.
My kids.
Yeah.
When you have school going, because I'm a mother, I've got two beautiful babies, and when you have two little ones that go to school, trust me, you can't avoid a cold. You need to always be prepared that something like that would come your way.
Right.
Yeah. No, but I'm fine.
You're fine now.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get a hold of my cold the whole winter, and I'm glad it's finishing now. I never suffered from any cold. There was a terrible cough though.
Give us your secret.
Hey, don't worry. After this, I'm going to give you some concoctions.
Good.
Right? But how are the kids apart from...
They're good. I've got both my kids are born in November, which means I make babies in February.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I've got my firstborn is going to be turning 9 years old this November.
Wow.
And my secondborn is turning 5.
Wow.
My lastborn. So yeah.
Are they both girls? Both.
The girl is the oldest,
Okay.
and then my son is the last one.
Oh yeah, there's that balance right there.
Last one, not
Last.
the boy is the last one.
Was it an intentional thing, or you just said, God, thank you for the gifts of a boy and a girl?
God.
It was God,
It was purely God.
Happy, what kind of question is that? You're
mean,
never
honestly,
intentional, but
no one chooses.
Yeah.
Yes, nowadays there's a lot of interventions when you want to have babies, but you can never choose the gender.
yeah.
That one comes purely from God.
True.
So,
Let's talk about you as the marketing professional that you are. I've seen your work so far. I've had to do my research, obviously, in preparation of tonight.
Okay.
And I thought, oh my goodness, since you started and it's only just been 2 years, there are a lot of strides that you have taken as a business and possibly a bit on the personal side of things too. But could you have me appreciate a little bit of your background? Who is Neo Gaofiwe?
Just the girl.
Yeah.
Just the girl from Kanye.
Oh, from the South.
Yes, from the South. I'm a girl from Kanye, born and bred ko Kanye. And then literally just came to Gaboro Ngitla UB.
Oh.
I am not a city girl. I'm a girl from the village. I grew up in Kanye, raised by my grandmother and the whole extended family.
Right.
And then came to UB, did my degree. And then immediately after my degree, I worked for an agency, an ad agency for about 6-7 months. And then from then on, Nando's was able to notice that there's a girl with talent.
Oh.
And they hired me.
Wow.
And that was the most beautiful experience of my life. Nando's is a beautiful brand.
Yeah.
They literally told me...
Shout out to Nando's.
Shout out to Nando's. They literally told me I needed to be crazy.
Wow.
When they hired me, they told me we need somebody who is irreverent, somebody who is crazy. And it fitted my profile beautifully because I think that's my God-given creativity. God just gave me that. I'm very creative. I've always been creative without even knowing that I want to study marketing.
Wow.
So after Nando's, I'm very intentional about my career. I decided, you know what, it's not moving as fast as I wanted to move.
Okay.
So I quit without a job, and my mom was mad.
I'm sure she was. How long had it
How
been?
do you quit without a job? Who does that?
It's a crazy thing to do, right?
I know, it's a crazy thing. It's a risky thing to do. But hey, the bigger the risks, the greater the returns.
Yeah.
It's a principle in life that I subscribe to, and I don't believe in comfort zones.
Right.
So I quit my job, and then I decided, you know what, I don't believe that I need to just live in Botswana, stay here and die here without having experienced the world. I quit, went to Joburg without a job, looked for a job in Joburg.
Wow. Wow.
For a minute there, got scared that I might not find anything.
Yeah.
But God being faithful and all, I got a job. And when I got a job, it didn't take long for them to recognize the same talents that I talked about that God gave me. And then they gave me, it was a property company, and they gave me Namibia as a portfolio. So I did Joburg and Namibia.
Wow.
So that was my first reach
to
the world. And then I stayed in Namibia to set up that portfolio for about 7 months. And the minute I came back from Namibia, I knew that you know what, the world is my oyster.
Wow.
I can literally go anywhere.
How old are you when all of these things are happening? So you went to Nando's right after UB?
Yeah, right after UB.
Okay.
So that was my early 20s.
Early 20s. And then Joburg happens when you're still in your 20s?
20s, yeah.
Wow.
All that happened before I was 30. When I was in Namibia, I was 28, 29.
Right.
And then I went back to Joburg after finishing off setting up the portfolio in Namibia. Went back to that was just before I turned 30.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I came back to Josie, worked there for a little bit, but then I had a man that I really loved here. And he'd been asking me, saying, "Ma, arinyalane." You know, and but me being me loving God the way I do, I knew that if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it with me being present. So there I go again, quit my job in Joburg.
Woo!
I said, you know what? Let me go to Botswana and see if I can't continue. Maybe start my career there, find my footing with my husband.
Right.
Came back here in 2015, and then founded a training company.
There was a training company.
I founded a training company at the beginning because, I thought to myself, after experiencing the world and how people do things in marketing, I think my people could benefit from me teaching.
Of course.
Such skills. So I partnered with a mentor of mine who does training in HR. And then I was supposed to do the marketing side.
Yeah.
Mine never sold. My trainings, not even a single one sold. People only bought the HR training.
Oh my goodness.
The courses. And well, eventually that's when I decided, you know what? Then I'll start Neo marketing and actually do it for people because no one cares about learning. So I'll do it for them. And there was a niche there. So that's how it caught.
Wow. You know, a lot of people that are listening to you now, some ladies would go, "Girl, why would you move back to Botswana for a man? Why was that so important for you?"
Family is a value of mine.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you care about. I'm a hardcore Christian. I was raised Christian at home.
Right.
Family is important. And literally, I remember when I was younger, my prayer used to be, God should give me the nations. God give me the nations and give them to me for my inheritance. So I always knew that wherever I am in the world, it doesn't constrain me. I think that's what the exposure in Namibia also gave me. And then COVID hit, right? COVID hits, and then our businesses stop. And then I get headhunted at Inc. for Chief Commercial Officer Botswana. And we're working purely from home.
Right.
And I'm working for Botswana. 6 months in, they realized, no, but this girl, the whole group could benefit from her marketing, from her marketing strength and her skills. I get promoted to head of marketing group. I've got Nigeria under me. I've got Malawi, Zambia, South Africa,
Wow.
Botswana, and all of a sudden and Cote d'Ivoire, Francophone. These people didn't speak English. I was working with them. Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, under there. So yeah, so then the exposure that just came, and I realized, I don't belong just here. I'm a girl who will serve Africa no matter where I am in the world.
Right.
I think that's one of the most important things that Ink did for me, to show me that you can literally serve wherever you are in the world. Like you, TKay.
Of course.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna throw it in there.
Yeah, like you.
So when we met here for the first time in this room, the first thing Neo said to me was like, "What's the podcast doing to serve the nations?"
Yes.
And I just only had one answer. The South African artists, or just artists that come on the podcast for a conversation, but there had never really been an intention to, or at least a conscious one, to put it out there. So I think there's some work that needs to be done.
We need to whip up that strategy. You need to go. It's a voice that deserves to be heard by different nations in all of Africa.
Amen.
Yeah, and because of technology now, you can do it from this room.
It's easy.
Yeah. So
let's go back to your why, because for everything in life, be it family, be it business, corporate world, whatever it is, there needs to be a why, so that it serves how you do things. And sometimes when you're not really feeling confident, imposter syndromes, sometimes when you're feeling really, really, discouraged, then your why could really take you up. What was your why coming out of you getting into marketing and not anything else apart from marketing?
I think it's truly my gifts from God. Like I said, since I was a kid, I've always just been creative and very entrepreneurial.
Right.
And so it's very easy for you to do something that you're crazy about or something that you're passionate about. They always say that then you don't get to work a day in your life.
For sure.
Because you're doing it purely out of love. So I loved the idea. I remember I used to watch movies. Remember that movie, the old movie, Two Can Play That Game.
Oh yeah, ooh, one of my favorite movies.
There were account executives in advertising agencies. I loved it. I thought, this is the kind of movie the kind of job that I want, where I'm having fun all the time and it doesn't feel like I'm working. So for me, that's the idea of work, and it doesn't stick to one thing. It causes you to literally just delve into your creativity and So for me, that was it. Marketing is my passion.
Yeah.
And it wasn't easy for me to pick that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then your years at Ink, you would imagine that for a young girl or lady at that time, you're doing very well. It's a lot of countries that are reporting to you as the group head. Yeah. You don't necessarily foresee a person in that position possibly enjoying a lot of benefits. And if money was anything to measure success, I'm pretty sure at that time you weren't doing so badly.
No, it was actually really good.
It was
really good.
Yeah, but then you switch up and you say, look, at the end of this contract, I'm not trying to work for anyone else. I'm trying to work for myself and start Neo marketing. What informed that decision to not work for anyone else after Ink, all those successful years?
It's we need to be very careful about the prayers we make in life.
Yeah. I
did say when I was younger, I was entrepreneurial. And then I did say that I asked God to give me the nations.
Yes.
You won't believe this, but somehow, because of the believer that I am, I believe that my decisions are informed by God.
It's like your steps are ordered.
They are really ordered by Him. I've had a couple of failed businesses, and it was purely because I was following what I believe I was hearing God say. So I always knew that I need to be running my own businesses at some point. Number one, so that I can have the kind of impact that I really want to have. Number two, so that I can choose opportunities that don't affect my principles.
And your faith, yeah.
And my faith. So I'm able to, TK, if you are whatever kind of person and I don't want to work with you and you affect my Christianity, I'm able to say no. Because this is my company.
You're your own boss, yeah.
I can say no. I don't want to work with this one because it affects what I believe in. So I always knew that's where I'm headed, and therefore I followed it. I don't think I mentioned that when I came back from Joburg, one of the things that I also did is I opened a company called Neo Nails, right by Central Square.
Is it?
Next to Pimo Clinic.
Which year was this?
2015.
2015. Okay.
Because I used to do my nails in Soho in Sandton, and there was no place like that in Botswana. And I'm like, I'm gonna open that.
You're gonna bring it back here, yeah.
I'm gonna open that, serve some nice drinks and champagne or cappuccino, and people do their nails. Yeah. I had something like that was closed during COVID.
Okay.
So I always knew in my heart of hearts that I'm going to be running businesses, multiple businesses, and to me, it was just easy to make that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So come Neo Marketing, this beauty of a company, this beauty of a business. Your visuals look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
You know, they really do. I think that's something that obviously you being a marketing person would do very intentionally, right?
Yes, I'm very finicky about
it. Yeah, so that it's attractive to an onlooker. Any challenges when you started?
It was just a girl with faith.
Yeah.
I didn't know that anyone was going to buy my products and and my services. And funny enough, you will not believe it, people who started off by buying were foreign companies, not companies in Botswana.
We need to talk about that.
My first company was in Zimbabwe, Mozambique, South Africa, and Kenya. So it took actually a bit of time for it to catch on here in Botswana.
Local, yeah.
And then when it did, I think people started seeing what I'm doing for those companies, and then that's when they gave me a chance. I mean, hell, we even got a client from America way before the Botswanas bought into this. Yeah, one of my largest clients is American.
What does that do to you, though, as you're starting? Because you're home, you obviously expect some love from, your own people to start supporting before anyone else. It's almost like that thing the word of God says, a prophet is not accepted in his own hometown, right? Did you have feelings similar to that?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's never been Botswana. I think even before we started, I was telling you that for me, this is the whole of Africa is my inheritance.
It's your inheritance, yeah.
And because obviously I'm well traveled within Africa, because obviously when I worked at Inc., I had to go to these countries and work with those people and stuff like that. I knew that there was more potential in other nations, and it's okay. People will finally, my gift will speak.
Of course.
Eventually, and so I was not surprised at all.
Yeah. So what did you get into the industry promising people? What was the brand? We'll talk about branding, right? Because getting ready for this, I had to research what the difference between branding and marketing really is.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your brand is obviously your story, the what and the why, right? What did you get into the industry promising every person that was going to be your client?
I promised them, number one, affordability. Number two, a strategy. Because a lot of people, and I know if you were to ask anyone right now, they'll tell you someday just somebody comes up from nowhere and says, let's do a flyer that says this. That's not our job.
Don't we know about it?
That's not our job, guys. We don't do flyers.
Yeah.
You don't just come and say, hey, do a flyer that says this, interesting flyer that says this.
Yeah.
And people think that's what marketing is. Marketing, like everything else, it requires for you to sit down and come up with a strategy of, number one, what are your objectives? What are you trying to sound like? What are you trying to achieve? What are your end goals?
Right.
And all those things. And having lived in Botswana, I know that it's one thing that companies don't do very well. And then they complain and say, marketing is not paying off. It's not paying off because you're not doing it right.
The right way, yeah.
So for me, I came into the market saying a lot of companies that are homegrown in Botswana and in Africa.
Right.
are not visible enough because they're not doing it right. And I just want to be able to help someone to say, can I help you? Just let's do it correctly. Let's have a strategy in place that you can do for 5 years.
Right.
And then you're able to look back and say, what did we do wrong? What did we get right? What did we, what can we make better? It works better. Even the Bible says it.
Even
vision.
The Bible says,
Vision. You need to have a vision. You need to make sure that you craft it nicely, and then you're able to pick it from there.
Yeah, right.
So that's what I live by that principle in everything that I do. I have a plan. You know what I mean? And then that way you are able to look back and say, this is what we tried.
Yeah.
It didn't work. We could measure it this way, and stuff like that. So that's what I promised.
Is that why you didn't find budgets for? Because I read somewhere, if not listened to you at some point, where you say one of the most the hugest challenges that companies have, or businesses, especially SMMEs, is that there's never really a budget for marketing. What have you found out why that is so, and what some of the solutions that Neo Marketing has brought in?
A bit of our research has shown that a lot of people always want to secure the product or the services, right? Which means if maybe services, they secure the people that are doing the job and the products that they're selling. But then I wonder why they never think about the fact that they need to let people know that they've got this product or they've got the service. So for some weird reason, when cuts are being made, marketing, anywhere, when cuts are being made, marketing is always the first to go. And when it's a big company, like a huge company, a multinational, I get it. I mean, maybe because you're riding off of the fact that people know your product, like Coca-Cola. People know your product. Not even Coca-Cola cuts their budget, by the way. But
they don't. Huh?
But even if they did, we would get it because at least they know that we know their product. But you're an SMME in Botswana, where there's a population of 2.5 million people only, and then you cut your marketing budget, which is basically to say that I don't really care if people don't know much about me. How do you expect to make money?
You can't grow. You can't even grow from that.
Yeah, and then we get shocked that our SMMEs remain SMMEs forever.
Forever, yeah.
So this person is even fighting. They even find pride in the fact that they're an SMME. When do you grow? Because you never prioritized the growth, and you only prioritize the growth by you only do it by making sure that people know about you and what you offer.
Right.
So
is there somewhere there where they can find a substitute? Let's say there's a small SMME, right? Budget is very, very thin, but there's marketing and then there's this other thing. Is there that other thing that they can substitute for marketing? Because marketing to me just sounds like it's got to be there.
It's got to be
there. You cannot
there.
cut the budget for marketing.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, man.
Yeah.
I really want to be an advocate for people to realize that marketing is not support. Marketing is a need. So for a lot of times, let me give an example of typical small IT companies.
Yes.
They come up with these brilliant innovations. So they've got a lot of engineers, sometimes more than they even need. Then they keep spiraling and coming up with all these innovations that no one knows about. They're a perfect secret. And no one buys them.
Right.
Yeah. So when it comes to substitutions, I don't know. I guess it's a balance of some sort.
Yeah.
Make sure that when you do develop that product, you give it a chance by making sure that you take it out, you go to market and really make sure that people know about it and they tell you what they think about it. Only a marketer can do that for you.
Only Neo Marketing can do that.
Only Neo Marketing can do that, and a lot of other great marketers out there. But my point is, you just cannot. It's a mistake. It's one of the biggest mistakes that SMMEs make.
So we're talking about getting your product or your services out to the market, at least in the most attractive way, the most appealing way, to be able to horn in people and then to keep them as customers. But there's this thing called branding. Right? What is it and how important is it for an upcoming business, for growth, and obviously for sales and leads?
Let me tell you a funny story.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm thinking about it when you ask that question is because a lot of people think branding is a logo.
That used to be me at some point.
Yeah. So people come and say, hi, we're a new company. We want to build our brand. Okay, what do you need? No, just whip a logo for us. And obviously, just like in every craft, then there's these people that are whipping up logos for you for $200. And then
$200?
yeah, well, on Facebook, I see them all the time. There's a logo for $200. There's a logo for $400, and whatever. And you think you have a brand, because you have a logo. No,
you don't.
guys, you don't. And I think that's the sad part. It's more than that. It's who you are. It's the soul of what you do. It's the soul of your company. It's your story. It's your tone. It's your perceptions. It's what you want people to know about you. And if you don't take time to build those, people will do it for you.
Ooh, and that's dangerous.
That's dangerous. So you need to be able to be in a position where you are the one who is directing your narrative. I
mean, who better to do that than yourself, right?
Exactly. So for instance, if I've got a new brand here.
Yeah.
Neo Beauty.
Right.
A new brand of.
Oh. No, did you bring me some lipstick?
Please put it on.
No, we're not.
So we've got a new brand. I'm responsible for making sure that I dictate what people think about this.
Right.
If I want it to be classy, I need to tell you that I want it to be classy. If I want it to be worn by a certain type of woman, I need to tell you what type of woman needs to wear that lipstick. It's my story.
Right.
Yeah. The reason why we came up with that is because, we've been relegated to marketing IT companies, and for a long time I wanted a luxury brand. And no one is giving me a luxury brand, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna come up with it. Number one, I'm gonna come up with my own. Number two, when I was growing up, I was bullied for my lips.
Oh, what about them?
I was bullied for my lips. I was anemic.
Okay.
So they used to, not have color, but didn't all the time. Even when I put on some lip balm or whatever, and people would bully me for my lips.
Shame.
Yeah, body shame me for my lips. So I thought to myself, and then I get to UB, I find lipstick, and now people thought, that's nice.
That's,
So I thought to myself, one day I'm going to have my own brand of lipstick and build it from bottom to up when I've learned enough about branding. And I think I have. So that's that. In fact, it's the first time we're talking about it. It arrived today.
Wow.
So we're launching it here.
On the Juice 2.0. Guys, Neo Beauty.
Yeah.
You just, you do what you have to do. I mean, I guess you'd also have to check out Neo's pictures, because I think she's been using this and it looks incredible. That's what she has on right now. So, premiere first time on the Juice 2.0. Yeah, I'm just grateful that you would do it here on this platform.
Oh, man.
And I hope it does what it needs to do. Guys, Neo Beauty launching. So where can they find these?
Yeah, very soon we'll be letting them know on our
on your platforms.
On our platforms in terms of where you can find them.
Congratulations.
But again, one of the first biggest orders that we're getting is from Kenya.
Listen to that. Listen to
Kenya, a distributor in Kenya ordered about 4,000 units.
Oh my goodness. So what I'm hearing, and you need to correct me if I'm wrong, is that during your time at Inc., you have made incredible amounts of connections.
Yeah, networks. Yeah.
Right? And networks. Please talk to us and talk to all the juices that are watching right now, how important it is for an SMME, for a business, for a company to build and just really nurture connections and networks.
Oh my God.
Like, I think I hear it a lot, but just to the point of how really, because, Kenya, there's definitely a person who you have known who has supported businesses and said, look, we're getting this.
TKay, we cannot stress that enough.
Yeah.
As I keep saying, Stan was laughing when I came here earlier to say there's only 5 of us in Botswana. So if you have a product or a service that needs to be consumed by volumes of people, you need to go out there. You need to let people know about the difference. We've got great people that are doing amazing things in Botswana, but because they're only confining themselves to the borders of Botswana, we don't really get to hear much about them because bamo Botswana hela.
Right.
Whereas we're breaking barriers, and we deserve to be known out there.
Right.
So just remember that when it's a product or a service or a company, it's not for you. You're doing it for people. So therefore, make an effort to try to get out there and get known and network with people. And you'd be shocked at just how ready Africa is, to consume from us and to learn from us as well. So networking it's my thing. I don't take that for granted. Even when I don't feel like going to that soiree after a business, whatever, I go because I know that that's where I get my networks from.
I recently went to a party. There's a lady who was turning, I think, 40 or something. She's a pilot, right? So a good friend of mine just said, "Hey, do you want to check this out?" I was like, I want to be in bed. But the caliber of the person who called, who is my friend, I was like, "Hey, you see, this guy is like really out there. And if he's trying to get me to a party, the kind of people I'm going to meet there." And lo and behold, I'm there sitting and I'm meeting people like, no, I won't lie to you. After that night, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Thank God I came.
Thank God I came out of my bed. But to your point, right, just the idea to say, look, even if I'm tired, I know what am possibly the potential of the people that I'm going to meet there and network. And the people, the things that they told me now, I was like, Jesus Christ.
It opens up your world. So right now, I've got friends everywhere. I've got friends in Nigeria. I've got friends in different places. Literally, if I need to call someone in any country, I'm sure I'd have one or two people that I can call and ask for help. That is really important. That is really important. I'm teaching my kids about it already. They're very young, but I'm teaching my kids about it to say you cannot be a snob. Network, there's always something you'll learn from someone. Right. It's a very important.
Are there qualities in your experience, just still on this networking thing, right, that you would have to have as a person, as a human being, to ensure that these connections and networks stick? Because I think many times we are able to network on a beautiful night, over some drinks, people are having a great time, ideas are floating. And, there's that like ability in the moment, but for it to convert, to what's the word? To convert. Continuity, right? I think there are specific attributes that you need to have as a person. Do you think you can share on some of those? It's happened to me before. I'm like, guys, we had a great time.
But then
we exchanged numbers. But it nothing ever came out of that.
It's for me, it's boldness. I mean, I'm not afraid to, even tomorrow when I need something from you, TKay, I'll be calling you to ask you to say, you know what, I need
switching
this.
Off my phone.
The worst you can do is tell me no.
Okay.
The worst you can tell me is no. So let's be bold to ask. Right. Let's be bold to act on our dreams and not hold anything back. As I said, the bigger the risk,
the greater the returns.
Take risks. The thing about Rona Batswana, we are very, and it's an admirable thing, I guess. But we were very. We like minding our own business and not really going out there. It's not helping us a lot, especially if you are trying to run a company that you're starting out, an SMME that you're trying to start, and a brand that you're trying to build.
Right.
You need to go out there. You need to talk to people. You need to really put yourself on the spot and go out there.
So boldness.
Okay. Boldness for me does it.
Ask and it shall receive. Knock and it shall be open unto you. Right. That's pretty much what it is.
The worst they can say is no, TKay.
Yeah.
Ask. Just ask.
I like that. I'm going to try and do that. Because at some point I felt, look, I guess people will like you that are supposed to like you. Others will not. I'm almost a fate guy. Like if it didn't happen, it wasn't meant to be. But what I hear sometimes is that, you need to keep knocking on that door and make it happen.
You need to keep knocking on that door.
Yeah.
And people... I've met so many great people that have inspired me in life, and I've had a conversation where I asked, and I didn't think they would, and then doors just opened because I asked.
Right.
And I realized that if I didn't say anything, left everything to fate, maybe they wouldn't have known that that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I always tell my kids that. So because of that, now I've built these little humans that are persistent. They ask, they'll push for anything that they want. They'll keep asking because I need them to have that mindset, to know that in life, you ask.
Wow.
You ask.
You're doing a great job with those minions, for sure.
Ish.
You're doing a great job with those minions.
To God be the glory.
Yeah.
We keep hoping.
That's
just
the only...
stewards. We're just stewards, and we keep hoping that we don't fail him.
Yeah. What else do you want them to know about this life, since we're on the topic of kids? I realize there's a lot of conventional things that we need to move our little kids away from, for them to succeed. Obviously, I don't think some ways of thinking that are old and just archaic would serve them well if they maintain on that path. Are there some things that you and your husband as a family are trying to also teach your kids growing up?
So my husband, and I love that guy. Yeah. So my husband is I do. Right. He is big on teaching his kids to give everything their best.
Okay.
And the reason why we are teaching, if you would agree with me, there's a lot of this entitlement mentality that we have as a people, where you believe that the government is supposed to take care of you, or your parents are supposed to take care of you, or whatever. And literally, I remember telling my daughter to know that, teaching her to say that you need to know that no one is coming for you. You are the best that you've got.
Wow.
Yeah, you are it. If you think there's someone who's gonna come and then all of a sudden you are great, there's no such thing. If you don't work at your dreams, they won't happen.
Wow.
And I say that a lot, even in some of the conferences or gatherings that I get called onto.
Yes.
I tell people that there's no one coming.
No one is coming to save you.
You're it. And the moment you just get that in your mind and you know that I need to get up and I need to, do this thing.
Right.
It saves you.
Can you imagine how many people that are grown folks that never heard these words? I imagine they're still just kind of circling in this.
You're still sitting there hoping my luck will change. It's not luck. There's no luck. It's you. You change your life. You change the way things are supposed to work for you.
Wow.
You're it. There's no one coming. So we tell our kids that all the time.
You're preaching to me too. I might as well come and stay with you guys.
Yes, come on. You get an extra room. And they'll tell you, I'm sure they'll remind you those rules all the time.
Yeah.
They will tell you, there's no one coming. You're it.
Oh, wow. No, that's
all
beautiful.
The time.
I want to get back to marketing, right? Because we're in an age that's totally different. I'm sure you would agree.
Yeah.
As far as marketing is concerned, there's digital marketing stronger than it has ever been. But I wondered, what are some of the older strategies in your experience that the world is trying to get away from as far as marketing, branding, PR, communications? And what are some of the kind of newer ways of doing things that you guys are implementing at Neo Marketing? Yeah,
well, obviously, okay, one of the biggest problems that we've always had in this profession was that we could never measure our initiatives. We could never measure what
the metrics, ne?
Yeah, a perfect example would be if you put up a billboard and then you get into that boardroom and you're asked, we're paying this much every month. What is it really giving us? You could never really say for sure how many people saw that billboard or how many people pass by that billboard and they read it all the time. I think I'm not a fan of saying people must move away from that. I love a mix of taking out our story in different ways, both traditional and new ways.
Yeah.
So you can never really say no, stay away from those ones, except maybe because they're too expensive. Like a billboard nowadays is crazy.
Ooh, we try to do it at the Juice 2.0. I'm like, guys,
yeah, it's expensive.
It's okay.
It's expensive, but all of those work. It's just that now people gravitate towards the newer ways, the digital marketing ways. Why? Because you are able to measure it.
Yes.
Especially if you're a consultant like me. I don't work for the companies that I'm servicing, so I need to be reporting to them to show them that whatever they're paying me is worth it. So I need to measure.
Yeah.
Data-driven insights. So digital marketing sort of gives you that.
Yes.
And as I said, one of the greatest things that ever happened to the marketing profession is that the fact that you are able to take out and go to market with your product wherever you are, even from your living room, even from this room that we're in.
Yep.
We're able to reach whoever it is that we want to reach.
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
It's fantastic.
How amazing is that?
It's fantastic.
I mean, I was shocked when I got a call from those guys in America.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you find me?
I mean, all the way in the US.
No, we got you from LinkedIn and we read your profile and we want to know you. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the power of digital. People all the way in Atlanta, America, were able to find a small girl, a small village girl from Kanye, Ewa Mwana, because of digital marketing. So it's really powerful.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people sometimes how the digital marketing, they think more social media.
Yes.
Social media is just an aspect of it, but there's more to digital marketing that people really need to appreciate. And if you take your phone and you go to Google, and you Google, let's say for instance, cloud company, and a company comes out first, people think it's by, I don't know, people think that it just happens. There's somebody behind the scenes playing with the algorithms to make sure your company is coming out. There's someone making sure that your website comes out first. When we say podcast, because
it's the juice. Yeah, it's the juice that comes out first.
Yeah, it's the juice that comes out. There's so many things that are being done nowadays with search engines, with social media algorithms as well, and it's amazing. And people need to get on that and learn about those.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. There's a post that I saw on your Facebook at some point. You were really.
You went on my Facebook?
Yeah, I went through everywhere. I went through everything. I saw videos of you singing for Jesus.
God.
I saw videos of you and your girls all the way from UB fourth year. I'm like, oh my God, you guys used to look ashy as crap.
Actually, we've been friends since we were in Form 1.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been friends. We've been friends with those girls. Those group of women have been my friends from 1998.
That's crazy.
Form 1.
Please shout out to them. Just take a second to shout out.
Hi,
Name them by names, one by one. By the way.
Una, my girl.
Una
actually runs her law firm. It's called Otladisa Law.
Oh,
yeah.
How are you doing, Counsel?
Yeah, she's my girl. And then we've got Khaone, who is the chief legal co FNB.
Amazing.
Yeah, Khaone TKay. And then we've got Buipilo Matenge, who is the chief corporate affairs manager for Mascom.
All of you are corporate girlies, huh?
Because we work hard.
Wow.
We work hard, dude.
Yeah.
And then we've got Basitana, who is the founder of A2B logistics company. So if you want to career your things.
We have got 4 sponsors for the rest of 6 months. We got FNB, we got...
right? I don't know. I can't speak for them as sponsors. I'm just
FNB.
shouting out to my girls. And then we've got my girl, Kina now, who is also a senior marketing manager at EPSA.
Wow.
Now Peli, and
That's
we've
beautiful.
got Huizi, who is a lawyer at Competition Authority.
Wow.
Yeah, those are my girls. And
I love that. How easy has it been? How easy has it been or hard to because look, nowadays relationships don't stick. Be it romantic, be it platonic, they don't stick at all because I think people feel like there are options, you know what I mean? If I'm not friends with you anymore, I'm pretty sure I might bump into someone whose friendship might last for a while. So I don't really have to cry over spilled milk. But how is it stuck so long?
Maybe because we're not from here. Like from now, because as you said, now. I mean, we've been friends for a very long time. Ours is a very uncomplicated sisterhood type of friendship. I mean, I've literally seen these girls grow to be women. I've seen them marry. I've seen them have kids.
Right.
So, like, literally, I take them as my own siblings. Even if we fight, I know that we're going to be fine tomorrow. Like, they can't. There's nothing that can do to escape me. Yeah, but I love them. And in actual fact, when you talk about that, I still remember when I lost my baby, and I lost I would have had 3 children, but I lost one in 2019.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was a very rough period. I remember coming from the hospital after this child died, my husband and I went into that house, into my room, and went into my blankets. On Friday, I came out, and there was a funeral organized by my friends with their money.
God. Wow.
You know, and their resources, and making sure that everybody who needs to know knows. That's the kind of friendship that we have, and I value that more than anything. So I guess when they say Your circle sort of defines who you are.
Yeah.
I've got really hardworking women around me, caring as well, and maybe that's what makes the kind of person that I am.
I love that. I love that. And God bless you guys. It just seems like from the pictures that I saw, it just looks genuine, you know.
And they're also pretty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty.
Yeah. There was one I was like, oh, okay, no.
They're pretty.
They're very pretty. All of your friends are pretty. So what I had brought the pictures on Facebook for was because I had seen a post by you where you were saying AI is the new thing when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's able to get to your target audience and show you who they are. Also, as a business, you're able to see what kind of person is this, what do they like on a daily, I think Google does that and Facebook does that. To be able to just customize things that you like and put out an ad, it should be easier for you to say, how did you know? You know what I mean? But just kindly speak to me about AI. What do you think the future of marketing is as it regards and pertains to AI?
Yeah, so I know a lot of people are scared about AI, that it's going to steal their jobs. Maybe people are going to be able to do marketing by themselves and not need me.
Right.
I mean, I don't think like that. And maybe because I've worked for companies such as Inc., where you're working with these people who are crazy about AI and edge computing and whatever, and I got to learn just the extent of what it can do. For me, those are. I mean, AI can't really give you creativity. It can make me. It can make you as creative as Neo is.
Right,
it can
right.
mimic Neo.
Right.
Well, it can, but my point is, it can't replace who Neo is in terms of creativity. But it fine-tunes those ideas and make them perfect to a point that even you probably wouldn't have done it. Let me give you an example. There's one that we're using, for instance, and I know that my digital marketers normally schedules posts for our clients.
Okay.
Do you know that it's able to literally gauge in terms of talkability what people are really on? And then write captions looking at what people are really talking about, what people are concentrating on at that point. I mean, you'd be a fool not to leverage that because you want to be on point.
Right.
Even though you are able to then maybe pick and then copyright and make it sound like you or sound like the brand.
Yes.
But it's literally able to just pick and tell you this is what is hot now in the whole world.
Jesus Christ.
This is what is hot now in Southern Africa.
And in Gabs.
This is what is hot now in Gabs. And so you are able to then be relevant because otherwise then you would have to be everywhere for you to know what's going on. Yeah. And it does that by gathering what TKay are talking about in the podcast. It gathers that by analyzing what news were being streamed, could be TV.
Okay.
So you learn to use those things and you give them like good inputs, and that's what you get. So for me, I'm crazy about it. I love using those kind of things.
I saw that post. I was like, my God, okay.
Oh my God, they excite me so much. And then when you have little kids, my daughter is able to code. So I learn new things from them.
She's coding at 9.
She's coding at 9.
Oh my goodness.
That's the age that we're growing in. So
what's her name again?
Litsi.
Litsile.
Shout out to Litsi.
Shout out Litsi.
Yeah, today she was actually showing me what she can do. And so my point is, if you remain behind and you don't catch up to that age and you don't get mixed up in terms of how what it can do for you and make sure that it prepares that content for you even weeks before or whatever, then you are being left behind. We use AI and Neo marketing. We use it. We love it. We get excited at the ideas it gives us. It literally is able to give you the trends and even predict where the trends in marketing are going for you to be relevant as you go forward.
You would really be a fool, to not leverage.
Because otherwise, then you get stuck in the store. And I've seen clients who do that because this is how we always do it. But times are moving.
Yeah,
we need to move with the times.
With the times.
Yeah, and the trends are changing. So that's what AI sort of gives you.
So at Neo Marketing, you guys are really on top of the trends, so to speak.
We try.
You try to be on top of the trends.
I mean, we pay for research. AI tools. We pay for social media AI tools. We pay for those because we want to be on top of the trends.
Right.
We want to be able to do what American marketers are doing right here in Botswana. So we try.
You're on your way. You're definitely on your way. There's something I would be remiss if I do not ask you about, and it's a conversation around marketing. social media influencers. The advent of influencers. You know who we are. You know who they are. I mean, I've influenced a few things here and there. And I think God bless the brands that have hired me to influence a few things. It might have just been because I'm a well-known guy. I have a platform that's well-known. There's talkability around my podcast and my clips, right? Is that enough? What is a social media influencer who can be successful in influencing a brand, service, or a product?
That's a brilliant question.
Yeah.
And what we just talked about right now,
Yeah.
if I could literally get a hold of certain influencers, let's just say in Gabs,
Right.
that's the one thing that I would stress for them to get to know. Let me tell you what my problem with it is. It bothers me when you're an influencer and you are given a gig to probably influence to talk about a corporate company, right?
Right.
And then your brand is coming out. And it's clashing with what the other brand is that you were hired for stands for. So that's when you use tools such as AI. In your own right, you guys are marketers as well.
Yes.
Learn the trends, learn the tools, and it helps you to stay relevant and to not sound like they're just doing a job just for the sake of doing it because they were told to mention this. That looks very very techy to me when you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. Do it because it really, at the same time as well, do it because it also like raises the bar high for you.
Definitely, yeah.
Don't just take it for the money. Like for instance, if I was an influencer, imagine me promoting an alcohol brand and everybody knows that I'm a Jesus girl. all because the alcohol brand is sort of paying me a lot of money.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with promoting an alcohol brand, but it's not really who I am. And I shouldn't just do it for the money.
So it'll be a miss for brands to just go to a person just because they're well known, right?
So and that's the biggest mistake brands also do.
Yeah.
They go to influencers for the following and not necessarily for the match.
Right.
Any day, TKay, I would take an influencer who's got less followers, but they've got a perfect fit with the brand that I'm trying to promote. It should gel. It should look natural. It should, you know what I mean? It should, like if you're, for lack of a better word, I don't know if I should give this example, but one of the funniest ones that I saw was when Kefi Boo was promoting Yardley.
Right.
Yardley is one of the lower brands for upcoming beautiful young girls.
Yes.
Because it's affordable.
Yes.
Everyone knows Kefi Boo doesn't use Yardley. But possibly Yardley paid Kefi Boo a lot of money for her to pose in there. She was probably wearing a Mac or a Bobby Brown or whatever.
Hey.
It doesn't gel. Let's try by all means to make sure that whatever brands that we're trying to promote, number one, they do something for us as well.
Yes.
Because I mean, what is the point of you promoting a brand that is lesser than yours, number one? Number two, why are you doing, as a brand, why are you doing that to yourselves? Because this person doesn't really sound like you. So it's a better miss sometimes.
Yeah, you see, you need a whole seminar on social media influencing.
I would do it. I would gladly do it because at the same time as well, they think they're doing it for the money, but it's also affecting your brand as an influencer. That you are taking products and companies that don't match your values, that don't match your brand.
Right. It's all about branding at the end of the day.
It's all about branding. It's all about the messaging you're trying to take out there. And it sticks.
Yeah, they're forever. I mean, welcome to the internet.
The internet is brutal like that. It sticks.
So being in the corporate world as long as you have, Neo, has it been difficult being a woman? You know, we need to have that conversation as well. Mostly what I hear is that it's male dominated. Was that your experience? What are some of the challenges that you came across? And you could pinpoint that had I not been a woman, I possibly would not have gone through that. And it's okay if you don't have any of those stories, you know, because we also need to uplift positivity. If you haven't gone through such challenges, it's great.
I mean, not really. I haven't really gone through something like that. Right. Maybe it's also it also has to do with my character. I'm very competitive in what I do, and I will go out there, and you will know that I know my stuff.
Right.
I don't hold back. But the whole being a woman thing, I experienced it when I worked for for an IT company, because obviously you know how technology is very men infested, and you'd go to a conference and literally you are the only woman.
You're the only woman in there.
So they don't expect you to know what Edge Cloud is, because I mean you're just a girl. You probably are a secretary or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm very quick to set you up in your space
way,
to
in
say,
your lane.
No, this is what I do. So lucky for us, my generation, my friends would probably attest to that as well. Is that we had mothers who taught us to be
strong.
Yeah, to be strong and be able to just stand for what we believe in. And sometimes I look at my kids, like my daughter now, and I see a lot of me in her, and I worry about the guy who's gonna marry her. because I mean we're raising such strong girls who know how to stand for themselves and to really be bold and go out there for what they want.
Right.
I hope we're just not forgetting the little boys.
No, the boys are gonna be good. The boys are gonna.
We
be
hope
good.
so.
Well, there's got to be intention in it. I think, if the balance has to be there. You know?
So no, in terms of me feeling left out because I was a woman.
Yeah, no. And there is equality of opportunity, right, in the industry that you're in. You don't feel some opportunities are going this way when you're seeking out a client simply because you're a woman? No,
not because I'm a woman.
You've been blessed.
Not because I'm a woman. I would miss certain opportunities because one of the biggest ones, for instance, would be the fact that my company is 2 years old. My company is 2 years old. So a lot of tenders have been leaving me out because it's a 2-year-old company. But I mean, can we be reasonable? I've been doing this for 2 decades. Okay, the only difference is that I changed where I am.
Yeah.
And so I missed a lot of opportunities, especially a lot of tenders in big parastatals and government, because it's a small,
still very small.
Yeah. So that's been the challenge.
Yeah, longevity.
So we can't wait for the experience for us to be 10 years old so that people can recognize us.
Of course. And then the biggest, most amazing advice you've ever gotten in life, be it personal, be it what you're doing business-wise in marketing. What's that, and who gave it to you? I've
got a mentor, and his name is Kulekane Kupe. I call him Dad.
Right.
Shout out to Dad.
Shout out.
And he's really taught me a lot of things in my life. One of the things that I've learned from ever since I met him was my work ethic. You see this thing of people not respecting time, doing things at their own sweet time, bringing quotations after 3,
I can feel some judgment
4,
over here.
5 days or whatever. Yeah, I don't do those things.
Right.
Yeah, and this whole thing of saying people should just accept it because of no, I don't do it. I'm as professional as they come. We talked and we promised that we need to do certain things within whatever time. I respect people's time.
Right.
I'm a consultant. I sell time.
Of course.
Yeah, I expect people to respect my time because I sell time.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. I should get a mentor too. I haven't had a mentor in a long time.
I should introduce you to mine.
Right?
He's an amazing man.
Oh, yeah.
He knows everything about everything.
What would you do for the Juice 2.0? Being a consultant that you are, we're looking to outsource some professionals in marketing and branding.
I want to take you out to Africa. I told you already.
Yeah?
What I mean, why not?
Guys, the next time you're going to...
Why are we only relegating ourselves to only interviewing Botswana and South Africans?
Right.
There's some great talents in different industries out
Definitely.
there. Let's bring them in. Let's make sure that they get to know who you are. Let's take out the brand.
As my life has just changed. That's what my steps have been ordered.
That's what I do. I change lives.
Right? That's pretty much what you do. So you just fell right into my next question, which is one of the last few questions I have for you, really. What gives you the most satisfaction as a businesswoman? I get the money sometimes. It's an inspiration. But what is it about you that says, "Look, I'm satisfied. I'm happy with what I'm doing"?
There's something about when my clients are happy, or when they trust me a bit more. Because sometimes when we're starting out, it's always a question of, no, I want to tell you what you can do, and normally it takes time for them to peel out a lot of onion skins and tell them, sometimes I don't tell you how you do your job. Just
trust me a little bit.
Yeah, trust me. I've got you.
Yeah.
So when we get to a point where they know that, she's capable and she's really got me.
Right.
I sleep so well at night.
That's beautiful.
I love that. It gives me a great deal of satisfaction. Number one, also because it's normally when that happens, it's also because that brand is really advancing in a way that we're all hoping for it to go. It's an amazing feeling.
I love that. I heard that. I almost felt my Vusi Tembekwa. He says, "That's so good. That's so good."
That's
Yeah, it's so good, so good. But I read somewhere that as a marketing professional that you are, you have to be an empath, right? Because you're including strategies such as direct marketing, where you're literally telling a person that you need this. So it's far removed from you as a person, right? There's no direct satisfaction to what you're doing, but you're doing it to the other person.
Yeah.
So you'd have to almost care deeply about what your clients want, what this person needs, and to know it and therefore to do it. As you'd have to be an empath, right? Yeah,
I like that.
I read that and I was like, oh my goodness,
I like that because I am an empath,
right? Naturally, yeah.
I literally I don't sleep well at night knowing that my client's brand is at risk. It's important because I know what a brand can do to a business, which is actually one of some of the things that we need to educate our nation about.
Right.
To say that you really need to invest in your brand being upright because it could really hurt business at the end of the day.
Right.
So when something is wrong or when I feel that they're at risk or that they are exposed,
yes,
I don't sleep well. I want to be able to represent them to know that they're safe and people see them in a good light.
In a good light, yeah. That's all it is, right? Speaking of trust, and I'm about to let you go, by the way, you said a lot of things about your clients trusting you, or at least learning to trust you, knowing that you have their best interests in your heart. How much of God have you had to trust for your life?
All of.
Have you been born again all your life? Like saved all your life?
Well, I grew up in a Christian home, but the day that I took the decision to give my life to Christ was when I was in Form 1.
Wow.
And ever since then I've been trying to uphold it and really trying to, because what is life without God, guys? I don't even get it. I don't even understand. I don't know what it's like to not have God in my life. I believe that there's great marketers out there, but the opportunities that I have are purely because of his favor and purely because I'm his child, and so he favors me and he chooses me and he gives those to me.
Right.
There's a lot of I've met great marketers out there who do great jobs out there, but God somehow just always gives me my own little portion of the pie.
I love that.
For me to be able to do that. So, man, I owe everything to God.
Has there ever been a time where your faith was challenged, be it business, personal life, at all? And what did you do? Because sometimes I think, because I also can relate on some level of, the relationship with God, how sometimes you can just feel like, ish, is he really there? Can you hear me? What's going on? And your faith is a bit challenged. What do you do in those circumstances if you've been through that?
It goes back to my circle. I make sure to surround myself with people that can really encourage me when I'm really feeling down. Not so much in business. In business, God has really taken care of me.
Amen.
Like when COVID hit and our businesses were closed down and I didn't know what's next. Just one day I get a call, I'm headhunted to Inc. I didn't even apply.
Right.
Those people never even saw my CV.
Right.
So he's always taking care of me in terms of provision. I mean, the word of God says he's Jehovah Jireh.
He's a provider,
He will always provide. He always provides for me.
Right.
But I've been challenged. Like I told you earlier, when I lost my child, when I lost my daughter, she was 10 days old when we lost her. And I watched that girl die from that table. And I didn't know what to do from then on, because I remember praying throughout this pregnancy that, God, please, if it's not it, it's fine. Let me miscarry or let me give up or whatever. And it didn't happen. And then this child is born and then die. It was that's the point when it was the lowest point of my life.
Right.
But thank God for people who are around me, my pastors and everybody else who prayed with me to get back.
Yeah.
And help me to encourage myself and the Lord.
That kind
and
of
in terms of the business of my husband, you don't even understand. I don't want to take for granted the fact that I'm able to take certain risks and really fly because this man has got my back. Because I know that my kids won't stop. So when I take a risk, if I fall, this man will take care of us somehow. And I always say that it's also God for giving me somebody like that who lets me fly, who doesn't hold back even when I just want to try something crazy, like launch a lipstick.
Right.
And
so let's give it a go.
You know what? Go. You can do it.
Wow.
He cheerleads me like that. So it's
I hope you're the same to him, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope I'm the same. I hope I'm the same.
Because it'd be great if it's always like a two-way street. You know what I mean?
I hope I'm the same.
Yeah.
But he truly is that, and I know it's God who gave him who gave me that guy.
I love that. Look, I honestly love the fact that you are a church lady. You have a relationship with God. She sings beautifully, by the way, and it's not even
only for Jesus.
Only for Jesus. And it's just go through her social media. You see her sing, holding a mic and leading people.
I must remove that thing from the. They're in social media.
Yeah, they're on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're really singing it out. How does it feel when you're singing for Jesus on the stage, huh?
I feel it's being a worshiper is my true calling.
Right. Right.
So being a worshiper is my ministry. I cannot live without doing it.
Yeah.
That's what fills me in.
Right.
Knowing that I'm trying to preach God in my own special way to people, making them experience who He is.
Yep.
It's unexplainable.
I love that.
I love doing it.
Thank you so much for coming to the podcast. It had been a long time coming, but again, just to your point, all things work together for good. Steps are ordered. Things happen when they have to happen. Yeah. I had a great time appreciating what you do and also who you are as a person. Just, snippets of it. And just for the gift of your time, I don't know if you have anything in your last words that you'd like to say, both personal and or business. You would do great to encourage Botswana to get on marketing, those that are not into it and those that are not reserving a budget for marketing at all.
Well, you said it. I mean, and not only just for new marketing, for the good of your own business, really. Just learn a bit more about it, what it can do for you and what you can benefit from it, and set aside a little budget to make sure that you're selling yourself out there and you're telling your story. For me, that's one of the best advices that I can give to SMMEs.
Right.
And then, I need your support. I'm launching my lipstick.
There you go.
I'm launching my lipstick.
There you go.
Please, let's buy it. It's for me, it's more of an experiment as well. I just want to see if I can really, if I'm able to actually really start a brand from scratch and sell it and take it to market in Africa.
Wow.
I mean, I've been preaching these things and doing them for clients. Let me see if I can do it for myself.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a purely Botswana brand. Let's buy it.
I saw a few social media, especially on Facebook, when you posted it. I think there was a great engagement there. People just, I can't wait. I can't wait.
So it's finally here. It came today, TKay.
Wow.
Today. So tomorrow, we're starting off with my team to take it out there for people to have it.
This is just beautiful. Let us know how we can partner as far as,
I can't wait.
The platform is concerned.
I'm going to take you up on that. I never let an opportunity go.
No, but congratulations for just daring to do things.
Thank
a
you.
lot of us don't dare to dream, and more than dreaming, we don't dare to, follow up on our dreams and just put some action into it.
We should.
So
we should. We only have one life, so we must run at our dreams with everything that we've got.
That's right.
Yeah.
Neo Gaofiwe, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, TKay.
Until the next time.
I'm going to be back here again soon.
You need to be back on the Juice 2.0.
Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's just that for an amazing episode of the Juice 2.0. All the way from Neo Marketing. Her name is Neo Gaofiwe. Check her out on her socials. And if you're an SMME or any business really, and your marketing hasn't been the best you can outsource their services. They do the most amazing job putting you out there and putting you out to market as attractive as you need to be.
Yeah.
Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Don't say it.
If you've made it to this part of the show, you're just amazing. It means you set apart all these minutes to just hear from me and my guest. You're fantastic. But for everybody that hasn't subscribed, hey, click subscribe. Big shout out going out to Hotel 430. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Amazing.
You guys are just incredible. And like I said when we started, some amazing things are coming from Hotel 430. You want to keep your ears to the ground. Until the next time, you and I get juicy with another juicy guest. Please, one thing for me. Stay juicy. Peace.